Hello, my chaotic crew. Bentley Michaels here. Hey, awesomedice.com, 15% off. Promo code chaotic. It will be ending here in a week or two. It's going the way of summer. It's going back to school. So make sure you show us some love. Let them know that you're a fan of Awesome Dice and that you're a fan of us by using our promo code at checkout. You get 15% off. Go in together. Get your crew a whole new set of dice, for your next campaign. Also, if you've left us a review on your podcast app of choice, if it is on iTunes, give it the old screenshot. Or even if it is iTunes, give it the screenshot and send it to us at Chaotic Amateurs on Twitter, on Instagram, or, on our website, chaoticamateurs@gmail.com. Send it to us. We'll give you a shout out on the show. Also, if you are in Oregon, if you're an Oregon listener, end of August, we're going to be doing live D&D with me and Peleus Dash. But until then, listen to the music.
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of Chaotic Amateurs.
And welcome back to Chaotic Amateurs, D&D's #1 5e play podcast across the world, across all airwaves. Oh, it's us. We're back for another week. To my right, I have
Caleb as Cinder Darkloft.
Dash as Admiral, Supreme Wizard, Peleus, Ian Earth.
Rhett as Durok Dragonsbane.
Milo's Ren.
Oh, and last time, Durok. What a rousing speech. So much great music behind it. Putting out sharing a lot of information that Durok just seemed to be making up on the spot, which I found completely interesting.
No, all information from behind the scenes.
For sure. That he made up. And he ended up, capping his night off with a little bit of his own ale, weaving great stories that had Alton, the halfling bartender, just mesmerized. And Ren talked to his god, had a very interesting experience in the casino in which his cloak, while it worked, all of a sudden it seemed to stop kind of working, almost as if the batteries are dying. And Cinder was very keen on, kind of playing in the background and being like, hey guys, do stuff. And he's got some plans. Peleus, the love of the ladies, the love of the money. Peleus just left and right, sending out vibes. He's got some ideas. They are back at the ins and the outs. It is the next morning. You feel fully refreshed. Ren, all the spell slots are filled. And Alton, brush gatherer, him and his crew, they're making up breakfast. I will say it's around 9 o'clock, or 8, or it can be earlier if you guys get up earlier.
Nah, sleep in.
All right, I just because the line for the egg is from 9 to 5.
I think that would be at the front of my mind, so I'd probably get up early.
Okay. Cinder, you were down there. What is everyone else doing? Peleus?
Peleus is going to sleep in till he has to be down there to meet Dench.
Okay, so you're going to sleep till about 10:30. Durok?
Yes?
What are you doing?
Oh, I get up as soon as is feasible, and
Okay.
and I go down, have another Dragon's Bane,
For breakfast.
and
Breakfast. Gross.
Yeah, hair of the dog.
it's nutritious.
Yeah.
Look, only in real life
obsidian.
is
Stout.
Yeah.
only in drinking in real life is frowned upon before noon. In this world,
When do we
it's
start?
nutritious.
It's all good.
yeah.
It's one of the food groups.
And,
And I'm just
Ren?
doing some poetry while I'm waiting.
are you working on I Do the Haiku?
Yep.
All right. I can't wait to hear that soon.
Yes.
And Ren, what's
Yeah.
up?
I wake up at a reasonable time, go downstairs, have breakfast, but I mostly want to go and pick up the shirts that I had tailored.
Okay. They're not going to be ready until about 10, 11.
Yeah.
And we'll say it's about 8:39 at this point.
Oh, that's my plan for the morning, though.
Okay. So you're sitting down there doing Ren stuff, got some sweet bacon happening. You're a man of the pork. You got some big old thick cut bacon, just super wide, super 2 pieces. Definitely is. You ordered more, but you were like, oh boy, these are big pieces. You got some nice eggs the way you like them. Maybe a nice little piece of homemade bread toast that they have there, and you're enjoying it. Cinder, you're down there as well.
I'm trying to be at the front of the line.
Okay, so Cinder got up super early, and he is rolling a percentage dice, and the adventure begins.
78.
Durok's adventure begins. 78?
Yeah.
Okay. 78. I actually had it at 70. You are within the first 5 people there.
Yes.
In line waiting. Mainly, it looks like moms, little kids, a couple of dads, like vacation people is kind of like what it looks like. Up early, they want to see Rel Seren. There's other things. This is definitely sort of like a getaway area for Rel Seren. Cool. Peleus is still asleep. I will start with Cinder first. All of a sudden, you see the 2 ticket booth where we'll say the shades had been drawn. They
I look around with a big smile on my face at all the other people. Like, you guys, it just opened.
It's happening. And the two double doors open wide, and they put the stoppers down, and 4 security guards come out. They start to remove they undo the, what do you call it, the red, where are all those?
Velvet rope.
Yeah.
The velvet rope, and then they place them along the edge of the carpet. They seem to basically help form a line to the ticket booth area while leaving a couple feet of space at the very end before the door, so you can just, as soon as you get your ticket, turn left or turn right and go in through the door. Yes. So you can go up to either ticket booth, and
I try to eye up the lines to see which one's moving faster.
Well, like I said, there's only 4 people ahead of you, so
I want to be first.
Okay, you push a little kid out of the way. You run to the left ticket booth. You're the first one in line.
Okay. I buy a ticket, and then I go in.
1 gold piece.
All right. I take out one of the 200 that I still apparently have.
Okay.
And I give it to this person.
Great.
Can I buy other tickets?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to buy 3 more tickets, please.
There's no re-entry, so if you're planning on bringing people, you have to buy 4.
Okay. 4 more tickets? I'm definitely coming to see this egg again. I've been waiting.
Okay. Well, it's a wonderfully magical thing. So she gives you 4 more tickets. You can see the day is printed on them.
Okay.
What's also very interesting is there's holograms and that sort of stuff as you move it. I think new Oregon driver's licenses, but it's sort of like a light ash gray in the center where it's it says the egg of Nearsis in very nice scripted handwriting and that sort of thing, but it sort of fades to dark charcoal and then black on the edge. And but as you do that, you can see in the faded areas, that's where some of the reflective stuff is. Also, you speak how many languages? 3, 4, 2, 6. Cool. As you're sort of every time you kind of move the ticket or whatever, and as you see it kind of shimmer with the hologram sort of stuff, which is this hologram of a dragon or whatever, you start to see the letters shift through different languages that you understand.
That's cool. I want to lean into the ticket window lady.
There's just a little cutout at the bottom, so there's a whole thing.
I just want to lean closer and say, I'm glad you guys are showing the egg today. I heard that it was going to get stolen last night. Did you hear anything about that?
No, that's really weird.
Okay, yeah, me neither. Bye. And then I move.
Okay, you go inside, and since we didn't spend much time with you last episode, Cinder, you go inside. You enter into a room that is fairly large. I would say, a good 20 by 20 or so. around the edges, if you had been with the guys at the beginning of episode 2, or season 2 rather, this would sort of remind you of Hiruk Dragonsbane's mausoleum. There's frescoes along all the walls which seem to be painting the adventures of Nearsis throughout lore and different sorts of things. You see one with him and a different dragon. I will say that based off of you guys being around each other a while, I'm sure at one point Durok got frustrated with you and blabbed about in Indrail, and so you see what looks like to be a golden and green dragon interacting, and then you see the mural of him fighting Zarvog, and you see also sort of a sad mural of him falling out of the sky, but it looks like if he were falling out of the sky into the waters of the cove. So it's like when you first enter the cove, but what you see is you don't see the casino, you just see what would be like and Ren already related it to you guys at one point, I think last session, but the large rock formation as if like someone got rid of the casino and you just sort of see like the land. There's not all of the shops and everything, and it's like he's falling out of the sky into like the water, and that sort of thing. And in there's certain little things all around. There's like little display cases underneath some of the frescoes and the frescoes, whatever they're called. Frescoes. You went to Italy, you know. And in like a little display case, you kind of go over, and it's almost laughable. Like this little thing, no bigger than like your cell phone or something like that, is a little piece of what looks like Nearsis' skin, and you only do that because you've seen Ren's cloak. Yeah. And you're just like, that's like, from the battle against Zarvog, this fell from the sky, and we found, made up some stories. It's like his skin had fallen from the sky after, there's a heroic story about it. There's a dragon's tooth in there in one of them. These all seem to be like found items of Nearsis or whatever. And, there's like an ancient sort of scroll looking thing in the back, which is like the first sort of written recollection from 1,000 years ago of Nearsis fighting. And as you read it, you realize that all of the frescoes are kind of based off of whatever is in the scroll and that sort of thing. It's like an oral written, or a written history rather, from almost 1,000 years ago of like, it's like the first, autobiography written of him and that sort of thing. And in the center, and there's guards, there's plenty of people milling about, and there's definitely a couple that sort of surround it's a 4-poster in the center of the room that has, tighter red ropes around it, but it's 4, and like there's a guard in each corner to not like, basically like where the metal poles are, and in the middle, sitting on like a little dais in a very familiar egg holder looking thing with a glass box surrounding it is an egg that once again is not the skin of the egg or whatever is not dissimilar to Ren's cloak. As you move around it, you see it kind of like shifting from black to darker to lighter grays as you like, no matter how the light is hitting it.
That's cool.
And that's where you're at. Man,
do I get the sense that this particular area is old, or do I feel like it was built with the casino?
I don't know. How would you ascertain that?
I don't know. Do the frescoes look old to me?
I mean, they look old, but also they look like they're well kept up. Because you would not imagine the width, the way this is, like the floors in there. It's casino stuff. It's like it's marble. It looks elaborate. So you would not think that this is an original fresco room.
Well, that I guess that's what I was thinking of, because it almost sounded from your description like it was they built the casino to take advantage of the market of this old thing. Like,
well, those are two separate thoughts,
right? And that's what I'm trying to make sure.
You would. What are you trying to make sure then?
That
you would
that's
not
assume
what
happened.
You would that's not what happened. What?
That they didn't build a casino around this to capitalize on the novelty of the Dragon Cave thing.
You would not assume that this is part of a Dragon Cave.
Okay. I want to study as much as I can about guards, so I've seen the 4, and do I get any sort of sense about any other guards milling about, or like Are they on any
How would
sort
you
of
get that
schedule?
sense?
Like, I'm watching them.
Okay. As of right now, you see the 4 guards that are there. You see the multiple guards that like you can see at like outside and that sort of thing. And obviously, whatever security that is in the casino.
Any walking around that I notice?
No,
Like
there's
in a
not like
pattern
a
or anything?
no. They're standing at the 4 corners of the.
I want to look closer at the egg.
Okay, you've probably got about 6 feet of barrier between you.
Okay.
In the glass box in the middle of the. But if you want to push some kids out of the way and get right up to the red robe.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, push kids.
Yeah. So I want to get closer, see if I can see any sort of security stuff around it, like lasers and stuff.
Lasers.
D&D
You do
lasers.
not see lasers.
Okay. But I guess I'm looking for traps.
Okay.
So, and I believe that I am proficient in that.
Roll whatever you want to roll.
Yeah. So I don't remember what that is.
Mm.
Is it investigation?
If you want to investigate for magical traps and that sort of stuff, okay.
Looking at it could be perception as well.
Either way.
Unless you have like a specific, you want to use like Arcana, if like you're looking for magic and that sort of stuff, that'd be like an intelligence thing.
I'm gonna do both. I want to. Okay, don't freak out, kids. I open my mouth and stick out my tongue.
Okay.
And I kind of waggle it around, and it starts to glow blue. And
Okay.
I want to use my detect magic at will.
Okay.
To see what's magical, knowing
like an
that
aura happens around it or something.
Yeah. So like it'll identify things and say like that's magical, that's magical, that's magical.
Okay.
And I think it tells me the school of magic too.
Well, that'll be harder on my part, but
the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you can learn its school of magic, if any.
okay.
It can penetrate most barriers.
All right. I will say that you stick out your tongue, and it's like if someone took a 9-volt battery, but it was 100 of them, and they stuck it right on your tongue, and you go like, and you after you like recompose yourself. Let's see here, actually. No, that doesn't hit you. All right, the 10 doesn't hit your AC. So you definitely get zapped, and it was much more like, I mean, you had a pretty big exposure to magic in the loot layer and that sort of stuff. This was way more intense. And as you sort of like recompose yourself and like you're kind of like holding your forehead a little bit and like pinch the bridge of your nose or something, and you open your eyes, you see that a couple of the guards are outlined in magic. Just like you see an aura around them. You also see 2 of the guards that have outlines of like magical looking weapons on them. The entire room is sort of faintly glowing. There's certain like little circular pieces that are different colors, like up in the ceiling and that sort of stuff. In like the corners of all 4 corners of the room. And you see down around the base of the whatever that the egg is on. The dais thing. That entire thing has magic. The entire floor has a sort of a different color. You would imagine some sort of detection magic, like within like the red roped off area. And then there's like a couple different sort of like colors that are kind of like coming in and out off of the dais or whatever like that. And there's even magic, different sort of fading colors in and out around the glass box of it. And you are insanely aware now why that guy was so cocky that it was going to be okay. Now that's just for magic, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, did you roll for something else as well?
I wanted to use my good old-fashioned eyes to see if I can notice any sort of physical traps.
All right. Spy with your little eyes.
Are we sure Cinder's human?
Is 19 for perception.
Okay.
Yep, 19.
Okay. And you're looking where exactly?
I am mostly looking at the dais.
Okay.
That's where most of my focus is. I'm kind of looking at the central unit, if that makes sense. So like the case and barrier and all that.
Okay. With a 19, I will say this. You do not feel as though there's any sort of physical traps, like, darts that are going to shoot out or, like anything you've encountered where, like, if you step on it, spikes are going to come out of the floor or something like that. You would say it's mostly magical at this point.
And do I see any sort of like locking mechanism on the case? Like, can I identify where they move the egg?
In your mind, you would assume it's probably magical. The seam is probably sealed somehow magically.
Okay. Then
we now cut to Ren.
Yeah. Okay.
Cinder is just intently looking at that, and he keeps looking. He's purposely taking forever looking at every painting, asking people questions, doing stuff, and then constantly going back,
memorizing.
And then talking to people about like the egg and how great it is. I will say now, Ren, you are back at Hems and Stitches.
Yeah, I want to pick up the tunics or whatever that I had made. Yeah, no, not Colt. Stop saying Colt. It's not right.
Your salmon tunics.
Yes, yeah, with the dragons or the not dragons.
Wolf's head.
Wolf's head.
Yep, and their names embroidered on the left breast pocket.
Yeah, for each one of them.
Okay, so you go in. And yes, you're here for the cult garb. And no, I'm kidding.
Does it say brother Probe?
He goes,
Brother Probe.
Yeah, brother Probe. Inishi.
Under his watchful eye.
Yeah. No, he goes in. He's like, oh, I just got done wrapping this up, and it's like you see like a little brown, like brown paper with like a nice yarn, sort of like decorative like sort of thing sitting right there. He's like, all 3 shirts are in here.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'd take a look at him real quick, just to...
so you untie it and then unwrap everything you just did?
Just to take a quick look at it.
Okay. He's like, I'm not rewrapping that.
I understand. I'll just put it in my pack.
All right. Ruin my wrapping.
Looks fine, though, right?
Well. You gonna cough up the gold there, kid?
I already paid.
I'm just kidding. I got you. All right. You're on your game. All right. Enjoy your probe... Alvin and Tomby.
Tomby.
Oh, Tomby. All right.
What? Do they all say the right names?
No, they do. He just doesn't know how to pronounce it.
Okay. And I give him additional gold as a tip.
All right. He takes it, and you see him put it in his pocket.
And then I go to the ship.
The ship?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. You go to the ship, and you go to the ship. Which one? Howling Knight or the Pale Lady?
Do I have an idea of which one my Ren and Friends 4.0 would be at?
4.0. Wouldn't they be on the Howling Knight?
I forget which one they were.
It was the Howling Knight because that was the one that you guys were.
That was the one we were on. Okay,
yeah. I will say this. I will say that the people with your shirts that you want to give to, they are all on the Howling Knight.
Okay. Yeah, I go to that one.
Alton, what's her name? Alton?
Aoth.
That's right. No, Alton's the other guy.
Yeah, she was doing her own thing.
She is not on the Howling Knight.
Okay, fair enough. But the other guys are there.
Oh, where is she?
What's that?
The other guys are there, though.
Yep, they're there. They're kind of like they're pretending to like take like they're just like strolling the deck like they're on watch, trying to look very official, like don't steal our ship type stuff.
How was your guys' night? Did
you actually, when you come upon it, Probe's kind of bossing people around? It's like when you discover your kid's the dick on the playground.
Everything went okay last night? Did you guys go and adventure the town a little bit?
Oh, we went and saw so many cool things. Man, this place is great. It's so nice not being a slave.
Well, I got you all these nice tunics that you can all wear.
Wow, let me see.
And you can fit in. Yeah, and I hold them all up and hand them each their own individual ones, and I point out that they have their own names on them.
They're all like, this feels a little culty.
This feels like a bowling league. Probe kind of looks at it and is like, that's a really bright color.
Well, no, it's pastel. It's light and airy, and like everyone will recognize.
Does
it
it accept dirt well? Like if I rolled in the dirt to make it.
Your future may not necessarily involve a lot of dirt. You may be going out and speaking to people about the wonderful blessings that have Mormons come upon you.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Mormons do it too.
Same.
Little column A,
Same.
little column B.
I know.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't worry about that as much. You still have your 10 gold, I'm assuming, from...
Well, I mean, probe on a few things. Alvin, like, they've never had stuff, so no, they're all broke. They were just like, I'm just buy everything.
Cool.
I've never had stuff, so...
That's great. That's what I wanted you to do with...
and it's all useless crap. It's like when a little kid gets crap at the fair or whatever. It's like, I want that weird thing, and I have this plastic and that thing, and you're just like, all right.
I want to go to... who was the halfling? Tomby.
Okay.
I just kind of see what does he accept the shirt and puts it on and stuff.
He looks at it weird. He's like, yeah, this is kind of a bright color, man.
Well, it's not that bright. It'll look really good with your complexion and everything, and everything will look brighter to you through it.
Okay, but I don't have to wear it all the time.
Well, just whenever you're out. It might be nice. People will respect you more that way.
Huh. I don't like advertising my name.
Well, you can cover that up if you don't feel comfortable. It's fine. Do you...
But wear it.
Do you know how... I take out the book that I rewrote of my father's journal, and I hand it to him. Do you... I don't know how to say this without sounding rude. Can you read?
Yeah. Tomby can read.
Awesome. This is a recreation of my father's work.
Okay.
And I was wondering if maybe you could also rewrite it. I would pay you for this, of course, because that's what's right.
I said I can read. I didn't say I can write.
Well, you can copy the words that you see.
I mean, I can try.
Yeah, no, that's all I'm asking of you.
Okay, how many pages is this thing?
It's a few. It's probably like 200 pages.
And you want Tomby to rewrite 200 pages?
Well, yeah, I've already kind of given you the outline of it and everything. If you could just recreate this, and I will pay you for the days that it takes you to recreate this.
How much a day?
5 gold. I already gave you 10, so that's like 2 days in advance.
It's probably better than this he was getting.
It's good money.
All right.
Awesome. So I give him the book, and do I have extra pages, or do I need to go buy extra pages?
I will say that in this vast expanse of a ship, you were able to find
Awesome.
a roll of parchment. Like paper towels, but you can rip it off and page-wise or whatever.
Yeah, and I set him up with that, and my...
It's a crazy invention that what was his name? Roland the Red came up with.
Yeah.
But I set
Parchment
him
by
up
the
with
sheet.
that, and what I've got left of my scholar's pack to continue writing.
Okay.
And I tell him, you're doing this for the greater good of all halflings, and really all of the world, eventually.
Cool, man. Yeah, I guess I'll get to work on it.
That's great. I think this is going to be a benefit to everyone.
Perfect. We now cut to Durok.
I do. No. I do does work. Yeah, okay.
We now cut to Peleus.
Peleus is now down in the restaurant area of the
Watching
instance.
Durok sit there.
Yeah, trying to figure out a haiku and
Counting on his fingers.
waiting for Dench to come in.
Okay. I'll say, you wait like 5 or 10 minutes, and it's like 11:02 according to the clock, and all of a sudden he the bar door swings open, and there he is standing, and he looks at you, and he's like, Peleus, and so he comes on over.
I'll go bodyguard.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Dent. Yeah, come on, have a seat.
All right,
We'll have
so
some a little.
are you in a booth? You in a bar? Or?
Yeah, we're in like a little booth.
Okay.
Maybe in the corner.
So he'll if you stand up to shake his hand, he'll shake your hand, and then he'll sit down across from you.
Cool. And then, about acquiring something of high value.
Oh, okay. Getting right into it.
Yeah, well, I don't like to mess around with niceties. I like
He
to
waves the
cut
bar
straight to
person over.
So, see, me and my friends, we need to come into possession of something that the casino currently has, and we're wondering if maybe...
Whoa, I think you misunderstood what I do.
You acquire stuff, wink, wink, yes?
Goods and services.
Right.
A lot of, materials for clothing, some stuff for weapons, but, it's not the greatest material, so, they're kind of breaking along.
Okay, so,
But I'm interested. What are you trying... Are you trying to, re-outfit the casino with, Because if... I gotta tell you this. The linen's not the greatest. But I do have a linen thing. So if you wanted to make a presentation about linens, I'm telling you...
Peleus starts looking up as he realizes he's made a terrible mistake.
Because I think between you and me, you're a man of the world. You know how people from all over the world would like to sleep.
Yeah. Okay, so...
What do you think?
This is, yikes. Alright, I'm gonna level with you. Alright, I was talking about stealing something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But that's not
Wait, from the casino?
That's not your gig. And I get it. So, maybe we'll just part ways. I'll totally understand. Hey, this work isn't for everyone, I'll get it.
Okay. All right. Well, do you mind if I sort of spearhead the linen thing? Because I'll cut you in if you want.
Yeah, man. Do the linen thing. I don't care about linens. I don't.
Okay. So
We'll do the linen
but
thing.
I need to clarify for business. You want 0 part of it, and I can have 100%.
I mean, all right. I'll have a little part of it. Yeah, I'll help.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? I'll go into business with you. While we're here, why not look a gift horse in the mouth? As
All
I
right.
always say. Yeah.
What are you thinking? 10%?
Yeah, 10% sounds fine.
Okay.
It sounds like you know your stuff. I've got some contacts, and maybe I can just help you a little bit. I don't want too much in return,
Okay.
Yeah, but let's re-outfit their linens and stuff like that.
All right. Yeah, I could get a meeting on the books with Anton for sure.
Durok's coughing
You can?
a little
Oh,
bit.
fantastic.
I'm sorry. Is your friend okay?
No, he's a dwarf, so, yeah, it's good stuff, right? Yes, Durok. You want 5%?
I'm sitting right here. You can talk to me. I have no problem with you.
No.
Is he your guard or what is this?
Yeah.
He was with you last night too.
Yeah, I employ him.
Oh, nice. Dwarves are hardy folk. They like to fight.
Yes, they do, and that's about all they're good for. So, that's why he's my bodyguard. Anyways, so I'll get 10% if I help you spearhead the whole linen thing. Mm-hmm. Right? Alright, cool. Will you knock it off? You're not getting 5% of my cut.
2.5% of another.
Not even 2.5.
You could get.
What? Hey, look, I'm more than willing to bring it. What could you bring to this where I can maybe give you 1%?
Yeah, I could. Look, there's not much I'm good for, except for fighting. Point a way for me to fight you to victory, and I will.
Yeah, I can't give you any percentages of my linen deal here for fighting to victory.
Well, wait a minute. So you have this whole setup, you have boats and stuff?
I've got boats, I've got ships. Yeah, I'm all over the world.
I happen to have my face on a beer. It's called the Dragon's Bane.
Oh, okay.
It's available here. You
Really?
want a sample? I can get you a sample.
For sure.
Yeah, might I also add he owns 0% of that beer.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, I do this to have my face and as much free beer as I can drink all over the world.
As you can see, not the best business mind.
Right. But if I can somehow get this into a distribution, you want a cut of what I'm going to negotiate with whatever.
This man's thinking.
Retroactive.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I think the beer sells itself.
okay. Brings it over.
Yeah.
Takes a sip, and he goes, "It's very unique. I'm not much for this type of beer, but this is good, right?
Yeah, it's great.
Then I can sell it."
Okay.
What other things could you supply to the casino? Perhaps you could help them maybe replace their velvet ropes that surround certain pricey objects. We could help.
I mean, if they need replacing, I'm sure I could
no,
find.
they look dirty. Yeah. No, I think I saw them. They look real gross.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I could set up a meeting with Alton and ask him about it, I guess. I think he's going to be more interested in this linen thing. And
Yeah.
maybe I could even get the beer in the casino. That'd be
That's a great idea.
Yeah, get
a
beer.
percentage of.
So wait a minute. How well do you know Alton? Or Anton?
Sorry,
Whatever.
Anton. I keep calling him Alton.
Alton is the bartender here.
That's right.
He's a good guy, though, too.
I want to get to know him.
Yeah. Anton.
Anton Everwood.
You know him.
I mean, friendly. We've done some business before in the past. I hooked him up with some people's, different, because there's seasonal things that happens there.
Right.
I mean, I help him out, and I'm supplying some of the materials used for the stage for the Relsarin half elf show. And
You're supplying some of those materials.
well, I mean, he's already used them. You saw him there last night, like the stage and that sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a sub company that does,
Yeah.
some contracting and stuff.
Bailius. Is there a way we can use that?
What'd you say?
What?
I was asking if Peleus had an idea of how we could help you profit off of your business with Anton.
Oh, well, I'm doing pretty well with him, but
Yeah.
I think this beer and this other thing is pretty good. The linens thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but about the velvet ropes. If you can get nicer velvet ropes than they currently
I
have,
will 100% bring up the velvet ropes to him.
awesome. And then, if we could you suggest that we install them? I'm very good at installing velvet ropes.
yeah. Honestly, look at me. I'm really good for general laboring.
We're great laborers.
I mean, that's not really how that works, but I mean, I
Surely you
can
contract
bring
out.
it up to him.
Maybe you could suggest to Anton replacing, rebuilding, restructuring the egg viewing room.
The entire casino. I want a demolition.
The egg viewing room could use some help, though.
I can bring it up to him, but I promise nothing.
Because if you could do that, we'll do it for you. We'll do the labor for free.
I see.
All
okay.
right. Well, I think this is the end of our discussion. We've got a lot of great stuff, here on the table. Dench, it was nice to meet you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Let me know
You
about
guys
the
going to be in
beer.
town for the next couple of days?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately.
Until at least after the fashion show, because I
Yeah.
could probably get a meeting before then.
Yeah?
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Yeah,
Okay.
we like that.
All
Dench, I really hope you can get my beer in that casino. That'd be amazing.
That will likely be the easier sell of all of these things.
I could even give you a letter to give to the Brew Brothers with my signature.
All right. Well, we'll one step at a time.
Okay. I'm
All
just
right.
really excited.
So he stands up, he shakes both of your hands, and then I will say that at this point, Ren, you've come back and you're walking into the bar. And Cinder, what were you doing again?
Studying.
Studying?
The egg and
that's
all the
right.
artifacts.
Are you still there, or have you come back at this point?
I'd
been several hours.
I'd definitely be on my way back if I
Okay.
wasn't already.
Okay, I will fast forward you. As Dench is leaving, Ren walks into the bar. He actually holds the door before you and allows you to come in first. And then as he leaves out or whatever, he kind of looks back to Peleus and gives him a thumbs up. And then he holds the door for Cinder, and then he goes on his merry way back to the casino.
So, guys, I talked to Ulagon last
Okay,
night.
so you walk over to the booth
I go over to everybody.
immediately.
Guys, okay, so I talked to Ulagon last night. He says it's totally cool if we steal this stuff.
Yeah, we could have all told you that.
Yeah, no.
Well, no,
morally,
I needed you guys
But
to
you're
know
on board now.
that it's okay if we steal these
Oh
things.
wow!
Honestly,
thank
I think,
you.
I think I'm the highest earthly authority in this group. I mean, morally.
Actually, yeah, that's probably true.
And kind of what I've been thinking is if we use this event that's happening tomorrow as like the distraction to maybe
Events happen. Are you talking about the half elves?
that's the
Fashion show.
the fashion show, right?
In 3 days.
Yeah,
Well, 2 days now.
No, 2 days now. Yeah.
okay, it's 2 days. We can use that as a distraction. That makes a lot of sense. We just need to figure out a way to get in to the place that they hide it, which we're assuming is a vault of some kind.
And that's what Anton said when he slipped when
Yeah.
he was talking to me, because he's weak.
Exactly. So we just need to find out where this vault is and create a distraction during the event.
Can Ulagon intervene on our behalf?
I could always ask.
That'd be legit. I mean,
Can a
if you
god
could
solve all of our problems
Yeah, can
so
you
it
just
goes
do it for us?
smoother?
just- honestly.
What's he good for?
Yeah. I mean, a heist is seeming the best plan. Wait, why do we need this egg exactly?
Because we can free Narcissus.
Narcissus.
With it.
Narcissist.
You better learn that name, because if for whatever reason you do meet him and you're wearing his clothing and you don't know his name, he's gonna be pissed.
Nearsis.
And I would probably venture a guess that his fire might not be protected by his own skin,
Yeah.
so he may crisp you up a little bit like some pork belly.
I think I've got an idea, right?
All right.
I'll go to the fashion show, right? Okay.
As a
What kind of-
connoisseur.
Yeah. It's just like, pass it by, right? Maybe you guys are out main floor kind of scoping things out or whatever. And then maybe one of the linens during the show catches fire, right? Also, now we've got a
Maybe
hard...
some of those cheap velvet
now,
robes.
Yes, now we've got a hard sell, to get in on that business. Also, now there's a fire at the fashion show. Everyone's freaking out. No one's paying attention to the vault. We go in. Bing, boom, bam. We got it.
Cinder, you spent all morning looking at the egg. You hear all these cockamamie ideas as you're sort of standing there silently.
Yeah.
What would you like to relate to your group?
I would say, gentlemen, that they do have this thing pretty well protected. There's a lot of magic, unless you know how to maybe dispel or something like that. The kind of protections they have, but their guards were well armed with magical items, from what I could tell. And if the vault is anything like the viewing room, it's going to be pretty tough. Pretty tough indeed.
Yeah.
But they had a lot of cool stuff, and I learned a lot about this dragon. And
I actually can dispel magic.
well,
Yeah.
And how does dispel magic work?
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. Yeah. And if it's higher than 3rd level, it's a check.
and I'm not quite sure how they transport it, but they had traps on the ceiling, they had traps on the floor, they had, like I said, the guards.
I would say that you said that they had magic on the ceiling, and they had traps on the floor.
There you go.
Traps on the floor. What, just for like the viewers to step on and die?
No, I think if you try to do anything weird, and like try to steal the egg. So
It's almost as though they've thought of something.
yeah, like they were trying to keep people from stealing it.
Sounds
Oh.
like garbage. Nothing's unstealable in my world.
Well, I would agree with you. 100%. I've stolen most of things.
Well, then, how do you suggest we go about this, Cinder?
Yeah, you seem like you're the expert in stealing.
I am, but
Special
I've never been
artifacts.
up against this kind of defense.
So we should probably just give up, go home. All right, good
Yeah,
plan.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
you're
No,
really useful.
No.
No.
Look, you're... Yeah.
Hooligan has approved this theft.
We are doing this stuff.
Is there a way
but-
that we
But
could...
I definitely think if there's a way we can sneak in under some sort of disguise, that would be good. I've done that before, but it's not my forte.
Is there a way we could create a large-scale distraction such as
Fire.
Yeah,
set
like,
it would have to
linens
be-
on
I was
fire.
even
Huge.
thinking, can we attract Zarvog here to like attack this place?
That sounds like the worst idea I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that's the worst idea you've come up with.
Yeah. Did you know that Zarvog killed Nearsis the last time he was seen?
Well, luckily Nearsis isn't around anymore.
Yeah, I'm just
Hopefully.
saying I don't think Zarvog it would be a wise thing to bring him.
I
here.
start a small fire on the curtains of the fashion show.
Still on.
Oh, these terrible linens.
Oh, these linens are so bad and easily flammable. Wow, you should probably find a new vendor. Right? People freak out, right? Everyone's vacating the casino. Everyone's
What do they
making-
do with the egg at that point?
I don't know.
Maybe there's a.
Maybe we
Maybe
should
we
light a
should-
small fire to find
Yeah,
out.
create a small fire and see how they react when that small fire occurs.
Oh, by the way, I got you guys tickets to see the egg.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So if you guys want to go back there today, I'd love to see it again.
Oh, can I cash in my 25 gold worth of?
Yeah.
It was in casino credit. It was like a casino debit
I
card,
have to actually
or like a
go.
Dave and Buster's card or something.
I have to actually go gamble.
Or I mean, you could spend it on food there. You know, they've got merchandise. You could put it towards a room there. It's
Maybe
all
grease some palms.
Have
I
you?
go to a guard. Yeah, egg guard. Hey,
But you've never seen this before.
freaking Anton loses to his own game.
Yeah.
He's like, here, this is for your guys' pathetic behavior, but the guard turns for the $25 gift
It's
card.
it's dragon. It's the dragon's head bucks.
So
All right, so then what's our plan? We start a small fire, see what they do?
Honestly,
I'm not
Stay on to the
totally
small
against.
fire.
can anybody come up with a better plan?
It sounds like such a bad idea.
Can
I'll-
anybody
I'll-
come up with a better plan?
All I'm saying,
Is it though? Is it a bad plan?
We can get a garbage bin with a lot of garbage, light it on fire near the egg, see where that gets us.
You're gonna bring in a fucking hobo barrel of dumpster trash to just light in this opulent.
Excuse us.
No.
Yes, I know it is a dumpster full, a garbage pail full of trash. We're doing an experiment. Excuse us.
If we bring it in, that's going to attract attention.
Certainly.
Was there
It's a barrel of trash.
was there a room like adjacent to where they're displaying the egg?
Cinder
Did you
says to you,
notice?
"Why don't we all just go use these tickets that I used, and you can find out everything for yourself?"
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Cinder
But-
would like that.
at my first
Okay.
view, what I gather is that this place is they probably protect the viewing room more efficiently because it's open to the public. They have a closer eye on it.
Okay.
And I'm thinking we maybe need to hit that vault somehow. And I'm loving the fire idea.
Here's the
but,
weakest point. I
I
can
just
tell
don't know.
you this.
I don't know what the vault looks like.
I can tell you this. I bet this is the truth. The egg will be the most vulnerable in transit from the viewing room
Yes.
to the vault.
Yes.
The vault itself, it's a vault. Kind of hard to hit.
So if I know what or where this vault is, I can use the spell in my father's book called Clairvoyance, where I can just see inside that vault and I can know how it operates. That could be very convenient.
That's really useful. Or we know the route upon which the egg goes to the vault,
How big
and we
is
lay
the
in
egg?
wait and kill everybody.
I will say when he says that the root, the egg, Cinder, you will say I was there before they opened, and when they opened, it was just there. I watched them open the doors right at 9 a.m. and it was already in there.
It wasn't in transit when
Well,
we got there. Like they
yeah.
were still setting up anything. It was
That's because they're gonna have it there well before.
yeah. That's,
no
that's
crap.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But once they close it at 5, the casino's still open. The casino's closed before they open. You know.
Oh, and there was from what I can tell, there was only one.
The casino's a casino,
Exit.
so it's always open. The
So-
viewing for the egg is just 9 to 5.
So they have to come out that door unless one of the magical things on the ceiling or something is some sort of portal. So they have to come out.
Was it
that
behind
door.
Was it behind a glass case?
Yeah, and it was magically sealed. I didn't see any sort of locks to pick or anything.
One other option, kind of thinking about the spells in my father's book.
Are you guys all just back at the back booth, like in the back corner of the bar?
Yeah.
I think
All
so.
sitting in the
Yeah,
booth?
that makes sense.
Drinking another dragon's
I can.
Hey, Durok, roll me a perception check since you haven't got to roll you in a while.
There's one person to kill.
24.
Wonderful. You see a hooded, cloaked man turning around away from the bar. He's already got his back to you, and he's walking out the front door.
You! Move! Get me out of this booth!
I feel like we're fumbling.
We're all scooting along,
Real quick,
trying to
hold
get
on.
out of the booth.
And as you see that, you see Alton. Walking over to you with a piece of parchment in his hand, and he goes, "That guy told me to give this to you." And he just kind of puts it on the table. Dearest Durok, the love of my life. No. I've been watching you from afar.
Signed Aoth.
Yeah.
What is it really?
Side Aoth?
What?
Triggered.
Who's Aoth? You will all burn down.
Who's Aoth?
Who's Aoth, guys? I don't know who that is.
That's even a bigger insult. Like, Durok's just like, who's this? And
Throws it.
just Paley's like, goodbye, my lord.
Set us all on fire.
No, it's you see it, and it's written. It's just written in comment, and it says, "I know what you're doing. I know why you're here, and I'm interested in helping you out.
What does that letter say?
Meet me down by the docks by your ship tonight, 10 p.m."
It says, I know who you are and I know what you're doing. Meet me down at the docks by your ship at 10 p.m.
Did it say anything about
Yeah.
wanting to help us?
Yeah, did they want to help?
No, it reads vaguely like a threat to me, honestly.
Are you sure it didn't specifically say, I know what you're doing and I would like to help?
Oh God, sorry.
Alias looks over your shoulder. See, it's right there.
No, see, it says they want to
Guys,
help.
guys, remember.
So sorry.
Remember, common
His thumb
isn't
is
his
over
first
there.
language.
in
Yeah, Jurok's thumb is over that I'd like to help part, so he's like, I know what you do. Oh, this guy, I'll kill him. No, and then he moves his thumb, and he's just like, I want to help, Durok.
honestly, that looks like the dwarvish script for murder. So,
Help looks like the dwarven script for murder.
It's only a squiggle difference. That's the weird thing about dwarves.
Easily confused.
wow, I thought this person was saying they wanted to murder us.
I know what you're doing. I'd like to murder you.
Meet me at 10:30.
Meet me here so I can murder
I'm
you.
coming for you.
Wow, okay, that's a big difference.
All right, so let's go by the docks. Wait, is it just you or all of us?
Well, honestly, maybe I should just go alone with you guys in hiding
I'll
behind
reframe
me.
if I didn't say it. I know what you all are doing. I want to help you.
Oh, so we're all... I'm reading over his shoulder again.
Note.
This common script is really confusing.
All right, so we'll all meet down by the docks at 10 with this stranger. Sound good?
Maybe I should go and you guys will hide and kill them if they try anything.
I can watch the docks with scrying and make sure that it's just them that's there.
We'll go a few blocks away. Ren will scry.
Tell us if it's
And if
safe.
there's any tricks, I'll make them cry.
All right, let's do that then.
And with
All right.
that perfect ending to this week's episode, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we leave it. Oh, what's going to happen? Who will show up at the docks? Tune in next week to find out. To my right,
Caleb is Cinder Darkloft.
Dashes, Admiral, Supreme Wizard, Alias Ianer.
Rhett as co-conspirator, Durok Dragonsbane.
Milo's Ren.
and I've been your host and DM for Season 3, Bentley Michaels. Thank you for joining us around our proverbial podcast table. Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.